Hannah? Oh, Ginny. All right. I'm going to see you because I trust you. And I would like to return all the favors for keeping the lids on other stories.
Does that mean I have to keep a lid on this one?
Well, I have a certain amount of information I can give you, but I want you to keep a lid on it until I make the actual arrest.
What is the information?
All right. There are 2 murder suspects, both of who shall remain nameless, one of which is the murderer, and I know that much.
When is the public going to see an arrest, Anna?
When I get the coroner's report. Then I will make my move. But until that moment, Ginny, I want the lid kept on it.
Frisco Jones, can you please tell us anything about the Jennifer Talbot case?
Ginny, I don't know anything.
Frisco, why is the news blackout? Why is Anna Devane keeping us all in the dark?
As I told you, I have no idea.
Mr. Jones, did Chief Devane send for you?
No, I came myself.
There's the mayor. Chief Devane, do you have any leads on the killer? Is there any? Just a moment.
Miss Anna Devane, does this murder have anything to do with the Brownstone murder?
Ask the mayor.
Oh, please give us a little quiet, all right? Now, the police are following up a few leads. And if you will just hold off a little longer, you will get a statement before the end of the day.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, can you tell us why there has been this news blackout?
Not very well.
You have the cause? Is there any suspects that you have with possibly could be just a moment? Yeah, always one question answer.
Ginny, listen, how long do you think it'll take you to edit that material you have on the Brock printer?
When do you need it?
What, are you kidding me? Like yesterday? What else?
All right, I'll tell you.
Just got a call from our man downtown.
What?
Bobby Brock's been arrested.
Well, I guess we all knew that was coming.
Jenny, get yourself a crew and get over to police headquarters. See if you can wangle your way into her jail cell. Let's show our viewers what harsh reality really is, okay?
Sure, boss. See you.
Whoops.
Oh, yes, please get a shot of this.
Please, I'm not up for any interviews now. Thank you.
Please, Mr. Meyer, just 1 or 2 questions. How is Mrs. Brock going to be pleading?
Well, since she is not guilty, she will plead not guilty.
And how do you plan on handling her defense?
Brilliantly. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Counselor, I have to ask you something, Robert.
Sure. Ginny, could you just hang around for a minute, please?
Sure. No problem.
Bobby would like no visitors.
Okay, if that's what she wants, I'll see that that's what she gets.
Thanks.
Excuse me, could everybody here move out of the office? I'd like to have a word to Miss Weber, Mrs. Weber. And
Counselor, after you.
Looks like we meet again in court. Jake?
Real I can do without.
I bet. You'll lose this one.
Want to bet?
Okay.
I told you that I planned to continue the investigation, and I meant just that.
Right. We're glad to hear it.
So, I was wondering if you could come in here Thursday morning for an interview.
Look, it's ludicrous, the whole thing. Anyone who knows Bobby knows she is not a killer.
Yeah, well, now all we have to do is convince the 12 jurors who don't know it.
Jake. You know what's happened to Bobby?
Yeah, I know what's happening, Bobby. Can we go home? I'm kind of tired.
Of course. Tell her that I was here, that I'm behind her 100%. I know she's innocent.
I sure will, Rick. Thanks.
I'll talk to you later.
Have a seat, Jenny.
Thank you. Well, I gather this is not a typical press interview.
No. I want to talk to you about your relationship with D.L. Brock. And that vendetta against your husband. Was that the first time you ever worked with Brock?
Of course. I'm sure Brock verified that at the time of the incident.
That incident was a simple case of slander. We're dealing with murder now. Needless to say, your case history will have to be gone over again.
I understand.
You were materially involved in trying to ruin Rick. So much so that I almost arrested you.
Mm-hmm. But by then I'd realized that I'd made a bad choice of allies, and I've tried in every way to rectify that.
Which caused you to turn against Brock.
Disassociate myself, I think, would be a better way of putting it.
He didn't quite see it that way. As a matter of fact, on several occasions, he made it public that you were his enemy.
Brock was Brock. There were no shades of gray with him. You were either for him or against him. Therefore, I was his enemy.
Is that what you fought with Bobby about?
I didn't start those fights, Commissioner, and what Bobby did out of loyalty was very distressing to me.
Did you impose this dislike of Brock onto Bobby?
I wanted to forget my past associations with Brock. I did not want to. Why would I want to bear a grudge? All I wanted to do was forget that.
Well, someone had a severe grudge, enough to want to kill him.
I'm sure that's a very big list of someone's, Commissioner. I personally chose and choose to put Brock and everything he represented, out of my life.
You seem to have succeeded very well, Ginny. Right. Okay. Thanks, Doc. Okay. Well, thanks for the cooperation, Ginny. We'll be talking again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Commissioner.
Bye.
What do you say? Jimmy Lee Holt, Celia Andrews together live on an interview. Come on.
It'll interest the hometown folks, but I don't consider the rise of Jimmy Lee Holt the hottest news of the hour.
Derek, it's the success stories of both of them. And besides, they'll look beautiful together. And besides that, I could use a little change of pace, something a little more upbeat for a change.
The beautiful people don't always come off so well impromptu.
Derek, if they're alive and breathing, I'm going to get an interview out of them.
I trust Robert Scorpio's alive and breathing. And Bobby Brock.
Come on, let's stick to the subject at hand. Boy Wonder on the cover of Tycoon, the artist who did the cover. Now, do I have the go-ahead? If so, I'll get him on the phone right now.
Fine. I have no objection to the upbeat. But back to the real question. You're dragging your heels on the Brock case. I haven't seen any fresh angles.
There aren't any fresh angles.
No, just the usual handouts from police headquarters,
Right.
huh?
Scorpio trusts me, I trust Scorpio, and believe me, there's not going to be anything worth doing until Bobby Brock goes to trial.
Strange.
Why?
A deal's a deal.
What's that supposed to mean?
I thought you told me that you and Commissioner Scorpio had an arrangement.
Yeah, we did. We still do.
He was giving you access, Ginny. What happened to that?
Derek, it's nothing but background material.
Background material that can lead you into aspects of this case that the rest of the media don't have privy to.
Scorpio has not hired me as a detective, all right? Now, if that's what you want, maybe you ought to try another channel. Maybe you even ought to try some of the nighttime shows. I mean, there the girl reporter always gets...
All right,
the
okay, cut it up.
All right,
Cut it
well,
up.
you're leaning on me to do the impossible.
I just think you can find an angle if you try hard enough.
That's wishful thinking. Listen, please, Derek, let's give it a rest for a while. I promise you, I'll give you something spectacular when Bobby Brock goes to trial.
I'll hold you to that.
Fine, hold me to it. I don't need you breathing down my back in the meantime.
You're so damn touchy about this case, you know that?
Yeah, I've got the phone book in front of you. I need Celia Andrews and Jimmy Lee Holt. Get them on the line for me as fast as possible. Thanks.
I don't know when...
Ginny?
Yeah.
I want to pick up a minute where we left off before.
Refresh me.
The Brock case. Why don't we take it to my office?
Derek, I really can't leave right now. I'm waiting for a call from Celia Andrews.
All right. I'll make it short.
Thank you.
You won't be doing the Andrews Holt interview until later on, right?
If she says yes, that's right. I'm waiting for her to call.
Good. I want you to get down to police headquarters. Get another angle.
Derek, I already told you.
Listen, listen to me. If Robert Scorpio is being quiet about something, then there's something brewing. Maybe you can get him in a good mood. Maybe you can find something out. What do you say?
Scorpio and I have an understanding. I am trying to honor that understanding.
I'm sure he appreciates that. Get down there now.
Hello?
Hi, Ginny, it's me. Dr. Jones is here and he would like to speak to you.
Jenny.
Tony.
Hi. Listen, I just want you to know I'm very happy with the outcome of the trial.
Thank you.
I want to take you to lunch.
You and Tanya?
No, Tanya's tied up here at the hospital right now.
Oh, Tony, I would do anything to get out of this house, but...
I think you should.
All right, as long as it's someplace, quiet, small, out of the way.
How about the greenhouse?
Sounds perfect. I'll meet you there. What time?
An hour.
Great. Thank you, Tony.
Good. I look forward to it.
Me too.
Bye.
Rick?
No, it's me.
Hi.
Rick's not home yet?
No.
Where's Mike?
Mike is at a friend's studying. He'll probably stay the night.
Oh.
And Rick is having dinner with Lee Baldwin.
Oh.
It seems like a late one.
Well, you know, Rick and Lee, they're old friends, so they always have a whole lot to talk about.
And I'm just sitting here polishing some silver.
Well, that's the trouble with silver. Did you already eat?
I had a little something.
Good.
How about you?
I had a late lunch.
Well, let me fix something for you. You know, I've got an extra steak that I was holding for Mike, and just in case he did get back.
No, thanks. I'm fine.
Well, it's probably too late to do a baked potato, but there's some cold.
I'm still full from lunch, you know. Okay, it's not lunch. When I was on my break at class, I ate not one, but 3 candy bars, and, you know, all that sugar. I could shoot myself every time I didn't mean shoot.
Sure you did. It's all right. When I got back from my lunch today, the cleaning lady had rolled up a carpet. She said, "Don't trip over the dead body, Mrs. Weber." She dissolved on the spot.
Oh, that's right. You had a nice lunch today, huh, with Anthony?
That was pretty bad, too. Thank you.
You know, I'm really tired. And when you're tired, there's just one thing that you really want to do.
Go right to bed.
How'd you know?
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Good night.
Changed your mind? Still feel the same way? Mike, it could take a long time to get you transferred from one school to another.
The sooner the better.
You don't think you'd change your mind between now and then?
Not in a million years.
In that case, we have a problem.
I don't have any problem. I know what I want to do.
Son, you are part of a family, and whatever one person does, and it affects us all.
You can say that again.
Mike, what do you want from me?
Nothing. Just let me go. I don't want to stay here.
And you're sure of that?
I'm positive. I hate it.
Don't you just mean that you hate me?
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
You're always twisting around what I say.
I am just trying to understand.
What do you care?
Mike.
It's true.
I care a great deal.
Then why did you do what you did?
Don't you think your mother has had hard enough a time without you adding to her misery?
She asked for it.
That's enough.
I'm leaving.
Mike!
But Rick,
Michael!
Rick, please!
He needs to learn compassion, Jenny.
I'm afraid it's a little late for that.
What do you mean? Jenny.
I've lost him.
Jenny,
I have lost everything.
you haven't lost me.